iconic event, Down Memory Lane, is going to be back again, and this year is going to be held at the Carlton Hotel on the 24th of August. So make a note of it and get your tickets and get it soon. And all this is going to be in aid of the Catholic family life. I've got a couple of entertainers who are going to be there to entertain you and take you down memory lane. I've got this gentleman here by the name of Danny Ko.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Hi, Danny. Good to have you with us. And then we have Mel Ferdinands. And who doesn't know Mel Ferdinands? He is a singer, entertainer, and today he's an actor as well.
Wow.
All right. Tell us about your progression.
Well, everything happened very naturally, which is a blessing as well, because even my foray into acting was completely accidental. You know, I didn't go for an audition for a part. I was actually approached, and when I first got approached, I thought it was someone either doing a prank or some student who needed help, because I used to run courses on video production. And they said, "Oh, we have a role and we think it's suitable. Would you be interested?" And I said, "Well, give me the details. I'll see if I can help."
Oh.
Now on reflection, it probably sounds very arrogant. So the next thing I knew, I didn't hear anymore, and I forgot about it, to be honest.
Right.
Then after a month, as I was going through my messenger messages, right, and I came across this one. I said, "Oh, I didn't hear anymore." So I wrote back and said, "Look, I didn't hear anymore, but good luck with your production. I hope everything goes well." And then I got a reply like almost immediately, say, "I'm really sorry, I haven't been in touch. I had an accident, I broke my leg." So at that point in time, no more talk about the production. It was like, "Hey, get well soon. I hope everything's okay." Blah blah blah. Give me your email address, and my colleague will send you a follow-up. So I thought, colleague, okay, this is a bit professional already for a school project. Next thing I knew, I got an email with the MediaCorp heading, and this is the project we're talking about. I thought, at first I was still convinced. I thought someone's really going to great length to prank me. And even when I turned out at the academy, I was waiting for someone to jump on and say, "Gotcha."
Right.
But then as it turned out, it was a bona fide request, and I managed to secure the role, and I enjoyed playing one of the main characters for 3 years for the series.
And one other gentleman who thought he was being pranked, because I approached you November last year.
That's right.
And he said, "Okay, we're on." And then many months later, into the 2024, he completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then I called him, and he said, "Am I in the show?" I said, "Yes, you are." Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Danny Ko, an outstanding musician, especially on the keyboards. And tell us exactly, what do you do?
I'm still performing nightly. I mean, not nightly, on Saturday nights. I don't know whether I could mention the name of the place.
Sure. Go ahead.
I'm at a Thailand club.
Oh, lovely.
Every Saturday, and I do a lot of events for weddings, company events, and all that. I still teach. I teach the choir, 4 school choirs.
Wonderful.
The choir, and then I also teach at the Yamaha school.
Wow.
You're also very active with the SG community, right? The Singapore SG community.
That's
they have the jam sessions.
That's right. I think it will be tomorrow.
I haven't been able to go for one, but I've been following you guys.
Yep. So, what memories, do you get if you are performing at, say, for example, a Down Memory Lane show?
Oh,
you're going to meet up with some old friends.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to that, because it's been like I haven't met Mel for a long time. I used to watch once in a while on the YouTube when he performed with some singers.
Lovely.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to meeting old friends. I'd rather use the term long-time friends, because old friends sometimes, especially as we get older,
after a while. Yeah. Okay, how did you start performing, Mel?
Well, I grew up in a very musical family, so and all my siblings were self-taught. In those days, we didn't have access to music schools and stuff, and certainly no internet, so there was no way to download tabs and things like that. So everything was self-taught. I was the second youngest amongst all the siblings, and I was always like watching from the sidelines while they were all jamming, and I was really wanted to play along with them. So at 5, I took up the ukulele. And then when I was 9, I passed the ukulele to my younger brother Joe, and I took up the guitar.
Okay.
And then because I suppose the age, there was a age difference between myself and my older siblings.
Right.
So I ended up spending a lot of time playing with Joe, as in music. And we took part in school performances, and we had a very supportive principal at the time, the late Mr. Tan Moha. And he actually entered us into a lot of inter-school competitions, which we didn't know were competitions. We just thought we were going to represent the school. The next thing you know, they call us up and give us a trophy, like, oh, okay.
I remember one year when you
Talent
and
Time
your
for
brother
Schools, yeah.
won the Talent Time for
That was the first time we met
National
as well.
Talent Time for Schools,
Yeah.
yeah. And that was the first time we met.
At the
That's
National
right.
Theatre as well. Yeah.
What has changed? What has changed in the Singapore music industry?
For me, I think I would say that while we were actively performing Gypsy and like myself with Gypsy during the 80s, early 90s, they were really the golden years because you could actually earn a full-time living performing.
Yeah.
You had jobs 6 nights a week,
Yeah.
1 year contract, 6-month contract, and even for the bands, it was a lot easier for you to build up a following because people knew where you were.
That's right.
So they could go and see you whether it was a Monday or a Thursday or Friday.
Right.
These days, you find very good bands, mind you, but they end up playing like one night here,
one
another
night
night
stand,
there, and
yeah.
it's very hard to build a following.
It's true.
And when it's like that, it's also you don't have the opportunity to perform every night. Your musicianship does suffer because when you're playing every
Right,
night, you just
right.
hone your skill like anything else.
Do you feel the same?
Yeah,
Danny?
I do feel the same. Since the COVID started, I mean, I think most hotels, they just give up employing musicians to work. I won't mention this hotel. They have 4 grand pianos and they sold it.
Oh my.
They sold it. And I used to perform there. I said, my God, what's happening? A big 6-star hotel with no piano?
Yeah,
They sold
yeah.
it. I was at the Shangri-La just the other night for my anniversary with my wife, and I used to perform there for more than 10 years. And I went in there, I was looking at the lobby, it's so grand, there's no piano. No?
They used, at one stage, every hotel had a lounge with a band.
Yes, that's right.
Whether
right.
it was a 3-piece, 2-piece,
Yeah.
even a soloist, but there was always music wherever you went.
Right, right.
And of course you had the clubs as well, places like the Rainbow, Peppermint Park and all
Right.
that.
That's right.
How supportive was your family?
Oh, very
Back
supportive. I mean, they never, like my mom and dad never tried to stop us, I mean, I'm sure my late dad probably had his moments like wishing we were doing something else, but they never stopped us from going for our dreams.
They encourage you.
Well, you see, like when we took part in Talent Time, I was 12, Joe was 9. My mom had to come with us for every round, so she would pack a basket of, sandwiches and tea and whatever. So we were spoiled for choice, you know what I mean?
Right, right.
Comic books even, to keep us entertained. So yeah.
Compared to what's happening today?
Well, I don't know. You see, unfortunately, I think not just music, but even like things like sports or other aspects of fine arts, because there doesn't seem to be a future. So many parents, as much as they may recognize their kids having talents, would not encourage it or want them to pursue it because it's like, they see it as a dead end, which is a shame.
What advice would you give to up-and-coming musicians?
Well, I don't know if this is what their parents want to hear, but I think if you have a dream and it's a strong enough dream for you, I think you should pursue it to its fullest extent,
Realize your potential.
Yeah, because the worst thing in life is to wake up one day and then have all these regrets about what if.
Yeah.
It's better if you've done it. Okay, you might flop miserably. That's okay. You've tried it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Danny?
For me, I think for everybody has got a different talent. And it's not easy like you say, oh, anybody can play instrument, can play guitar or play the piano. No, I once had a talk with a good friend of mine. He's a lawyer, and he says, you musicians are so lucky. You make so much money, tinkle here, tinkle there, and that's it. I said, that's a wrong idea of us. We are as professional as you are. You are a lawyer, I'm a musician.
Yeah.
But the fact is this, if you give me 4 years of your time, I can be a lawyer. But I give you 4 years of my time, you can't be a musician because you got no talent. Talent is a big part as a
Wonderful.
musician.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming up, are you all looking forward to another down memory lane?
Oh, most certainly. I mean,
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, I think Gypsy probably took part in the first, if
Yes.
not one of the first.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember
I still
you
have
guys.
photographs of that,
Yeah?
when I still had hair and it was still black.
How long was that? How long ago was this, the first
Okay,
one?
we had the first one in the year 2000. Okay, 2000 in the year 2000.
24
That
years
was a
ago.
very first one.
24 years
And
ago.
then subsequently,
I was 22, yeah.
every 2 years.
Oh, I see.
Because immediately after that show, at which
That would
it's
have been in the Orchid Country Club,
Orchid
right?
Country Club. You're right.
Yeah.
And immediately after the show, people were already asking, hey, when's the next one? You know?
That's always a
So
sign that it was a
Yeah.
success. You know? Yeah.
Success. They were happy. Everybody is happy to go back and enjoy the show and bring back memories.
Also, I think it's the one very rare occasion where you have such a collection of bands and personalities
Yes, that's
all
right.
coming together to
Yes.
perform for a very good cause.
That's right.
And
That's
it
right.
wasn't about how much money we were making, it's how much money we
Yeah.
could raise
That's right.
for the
That's
charity.
right. And so, what can we expect from you, Danny?
Well, the thing is, it's a mixed crowd, right?
Yes.
So I just play a variety of old and new just to make them, comfortable.
You're a people pleaser. That
Yeah.
I know.
I like to look at the crowd first and find out what age group I'm performing for.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if I was offered to work in the event.
That comes from years of experience, so it's what we call reading the crowd.
That's
right.
right, yeah.
That's
You,
right.
many times you get people who come up with a set list and then you go up there and then it doesn't work and then you think
Yeah.
no one's reacting,
Correct. Okay. Looking forward to DML.
Yes, most certainly.
Yeah.
Also, just taking it a step further, like what you asked Danny, what can you expect from Mel and Joe? Well, actually, I don't know what you can expect because whenever I perform with Joe, it's like we'll turn up and have a look at the crowd and, okay, I think this will work. and
Okay.
this
Yeah,
will-
yeah.
And I suppose because we
And
perform,
experience will tell.
yes, and also I suppose because we performed together for so
Yeah.
long and have such a sort of repertoire, that even if we plan to do a song and somebody else does it, okay, no problem, we'll do something else.
yes,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's
Lovely.
never an
Yeah,
issue.
yeah. So it's happening on the 24th of August. That's going to be on a Saturday night, the 24th of August, at the Carlton Hotel. And it's all in aid of the Catholic family life. So get your tickets and we'll see you there.